All right. Hi, everyone. Hello, mathematicians. So, I wanted to give you a quick rundown of our assignment number one this week and show you how to use, again, the number pieces app on how to divide using the array model or the area model. So, this is all of your assignment will go through this slideshow. There's nothing else you'll need to turn in once you do this slideshow, and then you'll turn it in within Schoology and the submit assignment button. So on the first slide, you'll notice when you come down, I took the reflections that I received from last week's assignment with Brad's baseball shop, the differences and similarities between multiplication and division. And I want you to go ahead and read through these when you get to this assignment, just to see what your classmates think about the differences and similarities between multiplication and division, how they're related. And do they look familiar to yours? The people who have submitted were Madison, Caden, Teresa, Jack, Josh, Clark, Dominic, Jason, and Emily. Great job. And if you haven't submitted yet, you still have time. Go back and submit those from last week, Brad's baseball shop. All right. So the division with the area model. So here's the difference between multiplication and division using the area model. When you multiply using the area model, you know both of the dimensions here. So you know the length and you know the width. That's how we find the area. And then you find the area after multiplying the length and the width. So let's say the length is 6, the width is 4. You know that 6 times 4 will give you the area of 24. But with division, we use the area model a little differently. So when you divide using the area model, you know one dimension, so we still know the 6, but we don't know the top dimension. We don't know the width, but you do know the area inside. So we know that this is 24 already. We know that this is 6. So when we're doing division, we're trying to find that missing dimension. So the way that we would read this is 24 divided by 6 equals 4, or 6 times blank equals 24. Trying to find that missing dimension, okay? And if you click this button here, about area, it'll take you to a slide 6, about area, just to give you a little preview of or a review of what area is. Area, it's the total number of square units needed to cover a two-dimensional surface. So an area could be your carpet in your house, or the tile in your house, or it's anything that covers a floor, or it's a flat surface. So sometimes when I would talk about finding the area of an oval or a circle, we would talk about what is the area or how much surface does the skating rink cover. So that's something that would come later, but it's any flat surface. We're only dealing with rectangles in squares, though. No triangles or ovals yet. That will be in sixth grade. And then dimensions. So we have area, that's anything that covers the flat surface. And then dimensions, if you click 7, it is the length, width, and height, or the length and width of a two-dimensional space, length, width, and height of a three-dimensional space. Okay. So dimension is any inches, centimeters, feet, meters, all of those units. All right. So when you get through this, I'm going to show you, we're going to go down to this slide here. So this is the 5th slide, and it says divide with the area model. You will show all of your thinking. So listen to this real quick. You will show all of your thinking within this Google form right here after you solve these problems, either on paper. You can do it on paper and take a picture, or you can do it in the Number Pieces app, okay? But you're going to do that all in this Google form for me this week. So number 1 says using base 10 pieces. So if you have your box, you can use those for right now as well. You can pull those out on your desk, use those. Or you can use the Number Pieces app. That's what Mr. Mack's going to show you right now. Choose 2 of the problems and use the area model to solve them. So you could choose any 2 of these problems and use the area model to solve them. I'm going to do one right now. I'm going to do the 36 divided by 3 to show you how to use the area model using one of these problems. So if you want to use this one, that's fine, but you need to choose one more to use the area model, okay? because we're practicing the area model. You might already know the answer to these, but I want to see the area model take place. Okay, so I'm going to do 3060 divided by 3. So I'm going to click this number pieces app down here. Then I have to click the link. And then it takes me to my link. So if you have not watched How to Use the Number Pieces app by Mr. Turpin, stop right now, pause, go back to Schoology and watch how to use this app first. It's crucial that you know how to use it. I will tell you a little bit about how to use it while we're finding this answer of 3060 divided by 3, but go back and watch that if you have not yet. All right. So the first thing I want to do is write my expression. So I click this plus, minus, times, and division equation tool down here. And then I write 36, and then it has the dividing sign here, divided by 3. There's my expression. I think I'm going to make that a little smaller. So you can do both problems on this. Look at, you have this huge, actually I'm going to move it over here. You have this huge space to do these problems. So you can put 2 or even 3 problems on this, I bet, and take one screenshot of everything, okay? Because it will ask you to take a screenshot of this to upload to that Google form. All right, so 36 divided by 3. So the first thing I want to do is I know one of the dimensions. Remember, one of the dimensions is 3. My area is 36. What we're trying to do is find the other dimension, or the width. So this is your dimension piece over here, these little clear pieces. And I'm going to bring this over to where my expression is. Right now, there's 10 units on this dimension going across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I need to get to 3. There's 1, 2, so I need one more. There we go. So right now I have a dimension of 3 going across. And I'm going to go ahead and label that so I don't forget. Okay, so now let me move my picture. I'll just move it there for now. So now I need to grab my pieces over here. So I need to grab 36 pieces. And these are my tens pieces here. So I'm going to grab 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move those over here, away from my picture, my video. So there's 30, and I need 6 more. So I need 6 of these individual pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to move myself again. Now, if I draw around these pieces, it'll connect them all for me, and then I can move them. Is this going slow? No, it didn't connect. All right, well, I'll just move these over. All right, so I should have 36 pieces. This is my area. Now I just have to figure out how to get my area into my dimensions properly. So I have 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. They're kind of all over the place right now. All right, so I have to fit my area going across by 3. So I need to flip one of these because I can't fit this in there. You see how it goes 1, 2, 3? But look how far it goes down. It goes down by 7 more. So what I need to do is flip this so I can fit it going horizontally, because I can fit 3 of these bars going horizontally. I can't fit it going vertically. So this button down here, there's 2 arrows, and it says rotate the bar. So you can rotate it. And there's 1 unit. I need to put that a little closer. There's 1 unit. Let's flip this one. There's 2 units. And let's flip this one. Now there's 3 units. All right, so right now I have 30. This is a 3 by 10 area. So if I've labeled this right now, it'd be 3 by 10, which is only 30. Remember, my magic number is 36. And I have these other 6 down here to get me there. So what I want to do is start filling in my blank area over here with the rest of my blocks. And I want to fill them in evenly, so I'm going to give each row another block or another tile until I run out. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going, and now I'm out, and I'm even, so there's no remainders. Now, when we do have a remainder, this will give you a really good visual of how many we have in remaining and what we can do with that remainder. But we don't have a remainder. So now I just need to fill in my top dimension. So if I count my units going across, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So my width or length up top, rather, is 12 with no remainders. So I know that 36 divided by 3. Let's see, can I click that again? Nope. 36 divided by 3, I'm just going to draw it in, equals, and here's my answer right here, 12. And I know that's right if I double check my work. If I do 12 times 3, remember multiplication and division, they're very similar and they're just the opposite. So if I know that 36 divided by 3 is 12, I should be able to multiply my fact family and go backwards and say, what's 12 times 3? So let's see, 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 1 is 3. There we go. That verifies that my answer is correct. So 3 times 12 is 36. And 36, my tiles here, 36 tiles divided by 3 is 12. So the biggest thing is you have to manipulate and make sure that you get those bars into the correct way, the correct format. So if I go back to my thing, let's say I want to do 60 divided by 5. I'm not going to do this whole thing. I'm just going to show you what I would do to get my so let me move Mr. Mac down here. Let's say 60 divided by 5. There is my expression. I'm going to move that up here. And now I'm going to bring out 65 tiles because I know I have that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I have 65 tiles. I wonder if this will bring my expression along with it. Or just the app. It's the whole thing. That's okay. I can move this over now. Okay, so here's my 65 tiles. So remember, I know one of my dimensions is 5, so I want to start there. So what do I notice about these 5? I could probably go ahead and pull these 5 over. If I flip these, watch. So if I bring these over and flip it, these 5 will fit right into my dimensions of 5. Oh, and I forgot to label my 5 here. So remember, I know my area is 60. I know one of my dimensions is 5. Now I have to figure out what my top dimension is. Now I'm thinking you might already know what I'm going to do with these. So I think I can take all of these, because if I try to put them in right now with this 5, look how much I have left over down here. That's not going to work. So what I need to do is flip these. Look at that. That's cool. Oh, but there's 6 of them, huh? So I have this extra bar of 10 down here. So I need to grab this extra bar of 10. Will that bring that out? Cool. All right. So now I need to figure out what to do with this. I need to figure out how to get my extra 10 on the end of this. Huh. Well, if this is 5 and these are 2 5s, can I split this up? You guys think I can do that? I don't know if I can do that. Oh, no, I know what to do. So what I have to do is take this bar and separate them. So if you hit this button down here below my picture, it separates them where you can move them into singles. You have to click out of it, and then they become singles. That's the trick. Now I can put them in. Said I wasn't going to do this for you. That's all I'm going to go. So what is 60 divided by 5? So you're going to do the rest of these and tell me what that is. Now you could do 60 divided by 5 or do something else. So once you're done with that, once you have everything, I want you to screenshot it. Mr. Mac's going to screenshot it even with my picture. Did you hear that? That means it's screenshotted. Now we're going back. So I've done 2 of my problems here. And then it says, ready to try a larger number, create a story problem to match the following problem and then solve it. So 384 divided by 12. So when you get into this Google form here, when you click into this Google form, all of these problems you can answer right in here. So your name, and then it says upload a screenshot or photo of your work for one of the problems in items 1. So which one did you choose? 36 divided by 3, 48 divided by 4, 60 divided by 5, or 65 divided by 65? Mr. Mack, you know I did 36 divided by 3, and then I started 60 divided by 5. So what I want to do is add a file. I took a screenshot, remember. I want to upload, select files from my device. Let's see if I can find my screenshot here. I take so many. There it is. So I want to open that. And you can add more files if you want. So if I did 2 of those on 2 different pages, then I could upload both of those pages, but I just have one. So I want to upload that. I hope this doesn't save on yours. I didn't think about that. I might have to take that off. So now that's ready to go for Mr. Mack to see. How did you solve the problem with the area model? So just a sentence about how you did it. And then it says, write your story problem for 384 divided by 12. So right here you would say, okay, Mr. Mack has 384 Skittles. I'm just making up one here. And he wants to split those Skittles evenly between 12 students. How many Skittles would each student get? So something like that, but you make up your own, okay? I'm going to take that away. So if you've watched this far, Mr. Mack gave you a really good hint right there, didn't he? All right, and then it says upload a screenshot or photo of your work using the area model to solve 384 divided by 12. So you'll have to go back in and do another area model of 384 divided by 12. Okay, so I think, let's see, how do we clear? Nope, that's not what I want. Can I clear this? Oh, darn. Oh, darn. Stop that. Stop that. Okay, I don't know. I have to clear this. I think if you click this button here, it'll clear it, but that's also the link button. Or you can go back into your slideshow and go to, now I'm on this darn button here. Sorry, everybody. Go back in and redo that to solve for 384 divided by 12, add your screenshot, and then you can submit. Okay? So that's it. So this is the main thing, this show your thinking on the Google form. That's for assignment number 1. All right. If you made it this far, good job. I'm sorry, that was kind of a long one, but good luck with assignment 1.